those mornings.
I know, the maps are confusing.
Human caused system to miss highway entrance took over.
That's mornings for you, right?
Well, now I have to count that as a failed autonomous trip because that human scared the Tesla out of getting on the highway. That's what just happened. I took over and reported that to Tesla.
Oh my god.
It was driving itself and doing just fine, but then the dummy in the blue SUV was racing through the on-ramp area.
Wow.
That's why you felt the car kind of like jerk to the right.
Yes.
Like, whoa.
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't realize it even did that. That's probably why you can't fall asleep while driving.
Oh, definitely not, yeah.
Those videos of people in their Teslas like asleep on the freeway.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
It's a mixture of complacency and, I don't know, oblivious stupidity.
Yeah, totally.
Because, I mean, the system is really good, and people who have had it for a very long time, they can get complacent and over-trust it.
Yeah.
And it may not even be the system's fault, as you just saw. It could be just another person.
Cutting you off or something.
Yeah, it's definitely not at a point where we need to click it and forget it yet.
Yeah, totally.
We'll get there if we don't make it worse by abusing the system in between.
I know. Yeah, that's true. That is so interesting that it, yeah. I mean...
Yeah, most of the trips I do, well, probably 98% of my drives are autonomous now as I test the system. I'm basically a safety driver.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
And it does most of the job. No, I love it. I've always been a science and data geek and a car guy, so this kind of mixes all of my worlds.
Fun, yeah. I love that. Do you have a charging station at home?
I wish I did. I have to street park, so...
I see. Yes.
I have to rely on the Tesla charging network, which really isn't bad. I mean, it only takes about 25 minutes to fill up, and it's like $12.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, charging at home would definitely be like peak luxury, and most people that have Teslas do. You can just let it fill up overnight, which is great.
Yeah, wow, you're just parked anyway.
Yeah, it's like having a gas station built into your house.
That's so nice.
Alright, gotta get over faster. Taking too long. Come on, bud. I know this exit's weird. And humans, and wow, look at that. See, it's really assertive. It got all the way in there.
Really, I know.
No problem.
Making all the decisions, huh?
I guess while I've got you talking, if you don't mind, I'd love your feedback on something.
Yeah.
The scenario that we were in, where it would have rerouted. Imagine, like, I don't know, 10 years out for safety's sake, and you're taking a RoboTaxi, an autonomous taxi. What would you think, or I guess how would you rate the importance of it, getting that right and not just rerouting and rerouting and...
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, yeah, it would probably be annoying if like every little thing caused it to reroute, you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
So probably like pretty important. I think that's where like the human side comes in, where you're like, okay, you obviously can make the decision there, but I don't know, with AI getting like just better and better, you kind of wonder at that point if it would be like, okay, I can still continue to do this and stay on the same route, like prioritize that instead.
Sure, yeah.
But then, yeah, would that cause more accidents, or like how accurate can it predict, you know?
Well, it's pretty good at the routing in general. Our case there was interesting because it was more so human involved, so I guess if you take that out of the equation, it would have got on the highway just fine. But I've had other cases where, like, let's say we needed to turn left in, you know, 100 meters and we're still in the right lane.
Yes.
And it's like, you're gonna miss the turn.
Will it just get you over?
Well, it should stage ahead of time to be in the left lane already, and sometimes toward the last minute it can try to get over, but if you've got cars there, it's going to be blocked off. It's not going to merge because it sees the cars. I've had some comments in my or some people in my comment section on my channel where I cover this that are thinking that I'm too harsh, you know, that it's not that important if it misses a turn, and I'm like, I don't think you understand that customers want to get where they got to go reliably.
True.
Especially, one person I asked brought up a really good point, that it could be situation based, like if you're trying to get to an appointment versus just going to see a friend.
True. I'm the same way. Like if you're going to work or something.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't have time to reroute and take another 8 to 10 minutes or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Or like, what if you've already had an issue with, you know, another ride canceling on you or something, and now you're running behind. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that would be.
Sort of generating a crowdsourced customer poll on the importance of it being as accurate as possible.
Are you still in the science world at all?
Not as much as I'd like to be. I was in the medical field for a little while as a respiratory therapist, and realized while I was actually in school for that I liked cosmology, engineering, space sciences.
Oh, cool.
The more tech side.
Yes.
I'm sort of an overall science sponge for pretty much anything.
Yeah.
But if my dream job would probably be some way helping us get to Mars or the moon.
That's awesome.
That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing.
I'd like to pursue that over time, but for now I'm really enjoying being a service technician for another EV company. So
cool.
Not necessarily an engineer, but I do deal with engineering and helping them figure out better ways to
I love that.
Produce the vehicle and such.
It's so cool. Well, it's crazy how many roles you could have even within that world, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't have to be the engineer to, still, like, play
to have
a big
the input.
part in that. Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of my foot in the door, so to speak. I was a part of Tesla for a little while in a temporary employee, like temp status.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the fourth quarter rushes, they would typically hire on a bunch of people for different roles, whether it was, you know, detailing the cars or helping delivery, or what I did, which was actually quality assurance and logistics. Where I would, you know, inspect the vehicles when they came off the truck and then make sure they're good to go. But Tesla wouldn't put a ring on it, so to speak, so I ended up joining another company that has a really good mission as well.
Do they have a lot of people doing like contract work for them? Is that kind of how Tesla does it, or?
Well, they do have a contractor K&A for temporary employees. I don't know how much it's used now.
Yeah.
Before I talk too much, is it up here on the left after the?
I think so.
It's in the plaza there.
Yeah, it's
salon
just kind of a weird location. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, actually, I know where we're going. I just wanted to make sure I didn't drop you on the wrong side.
Yeah, sometimes I get disoriented. I'm like, wait, which direction?
Hey, no worries.
From?
Yeah, it's weird. The Tesla nav would have had us trying to go
around,
about, and all. Oh, there. Now it corrected.
That's funny.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, the first, second failure of the day.
Oh no. I love that you're just like tracking it now.
Yeah, I keep track of it in this little book. I've got a data focus on my YouTube channel covering it, so
that's awesome.
It's fun to measure it.
What's your YouTube channel about?
It's kind of split between the data and challenging stuff and then customer interactions. That's why I have this whole crazy setup in here.
Yeah.
But that's actually the channel if you do get curious.
Ooh, yeah.
If you'd like, you can be fully featured as a awesome customer. It's a lot of fun. Between this and what I do as a mechanic, plus just the general Uber and Lyft, it's quite time consuming, but it's fun.
This is awesome. I love it. You can like track all your rides and everything.
Yeah, I'm just that kind of geek.
I love it.
I appreciate your feedback too on the routing question. That's really helpful.
Yeah, of course. I think I'm kind of the same, and I bet a lot of people fall into that category of like, if I'm just seeing a friend, like what's like another 5 to 10 minutes.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
especially if it's avoiding a probable, safe, concerning situation.
Right, exactly.
It's like, all right, reroute for safety. Might be a little inconvenient. But if it's, like I told the last customer I asked, if it was like 3 out of 5 trips for rerouting you, it's like, okay, there might be a problem.
Yeah, then it gets kind of like annoying.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But it's hard, it's hard to
I'm going to get in this little lot up here so this
perfect.
Jeep behind me doesn't get too impatient.
Yes, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Interesting little weird parking spot
this
here.
This parking lot is so weird. I'm like, who can even park here?
Right?
Like 2 cars maybe.
Oh, man.
Well, thank you for the ride.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate
it. Looks awesome. It looks so fun to be able to kind of track all this and
Heck yeah.
geek out on it. So, thank you.
You got it. Just hold the button and push at the same time. Right
awesome.
on.
Sorry, I'm new to the Tesla life.
Totally fine. Totally fine. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Thank you.
That is an unexpected, fun customer reaction experience. Because I wasn't going to bother her. Oh, and that camera's dying. Yeah, it's been a busy morning. Lots of good footage. But anyway, yeah, I didn't want to bother her. She was doing her thing. And looks like she was able to put makeup on while FSD was driving. So that's kind of cool. Chalk that into a skill set for the system. As I try to figure out the best way to get out of this mess. That's a drop-off curb there. Yay, cameras. But yeah, it's turned into a fun, talkative experience with good feedback on the priority of getting the route right. So that was good. Let me know what you guys think of that down below. We'll probably see a lot of the same sentiment, like she said, that people are going to prioritize the accuracy more when you're trying to get to work or an appointment of some sort versus going to see a friend or just cruising around town, going to brunch or whatever. But I've got to go get charged up and get some editing done. But you guys take care. Thank you.